problema ni Senator Erwin Tulfo dito?
Wala
Is
pa,
he
Epal.
grandstanding
Overacting.
again
Ah,
to show that
grandstanding.
Magkikwento lang sila, i-affidavit.
Pakulo ni Matibag lang na.
Matibag, Melvin, NBI director.
ni Matibag.
Pakulo lang niya yung, honey trap.
Narito ang Balitang Pinoy TV.
Sa vlog na ito po ay pag-usapan natin itong si Attorney Raymond Bato, no? Binatikos si Senator Erwin Tulfo. Binatikos ang kanyang kabaduyan at kanyang kapalpakan. Oh, yan ang totoo. Binatikos siya kasi po itong style kasi ni Erwin Tulfo, galit-galitan sa impeachment court diyan. Sablay naman lahat ang kanyang ginagawa. Mamaya ha. Pakinggan natin gaano kapalpak itong si Senator Erwin Tulfo sa mga banat ni Attorney Raymond Bato. Mamaya. At last but not the least ay atin pong papanoorin, nagsalita na po itong si dating Congressman Jing Paras patungkol po sa pinakalat na issue ni Matibag patungkol po dito sa frame up na ito na involved po dito si Ralph Recto. Okay? Atin pong pakinggan yung side ni Congressman Jing Paras patungkol po dito sa issue na ito. Okay? Pero bago ang lahat guys, paki-like muna at paki-share itong video na ito ha para kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe, subscribe na po kayo dito sa Donmar TV para updated kayo lagi at makita nyo kaagad yung mga breaking news natin ha. Subscribe na. Libre lang yan. Walang bayad yan. O heto, Attorney Bato, binanatan itong ginawa ni Erwin Tulfo na sobrang pagkasablay nitong Erwin Tulfo na ito. Ito, panoorin natin at magre-react tayo dito.
gusto ko lang palagan itong statement ni Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Yan.
Ito po, tama na po ang panloloko sa atin. You can understand Tagalog, you can
Ito yung tinutukoy na si Gina Acosta. Nanloko raw si Gina Acosta ayon kay Erwin Tulfo.
speak Tagalog. Well, I think the statement is uncalled for. And it insinuates that nangloko po ang witness na si Gina Acosta. That is very uncalled for.
Correct.
In the first place, hindi po siya nangloko. And we would like to make it clear that she understands English, she understands Filipino or Tagalog, she understands the Visayan dialect o yung tatawag nating Bisaya. Naiintindihan po niyan. So, paano po nangyari itong kaguluhan na ito na may mag-interpret, merong nagre-request na ipa-interpret or tapos tatlong lingwahe ang ginagamit ni Attorney Lagutan? Yun po ang ating pag-usapan. Nag-claim ba si Gina Acosta na hindi siya makaintindi? As far as I could remember, what she said was only that pwede bang haluan ng Bisaya. But para po makita natin ang context, no? At maintindihan po ninyo na
Sablay
hindi po
talaga si
pinagbabawal po magsalita ng any and other languages po, even in court testimony. English and Filipino, which includes Bisaya. No?
Yung
Kasi
witness.
multi-languages man tayo. Iba-iba man ang mga languages all over the Philippines. Even Tagalog, no? That is acceptable. Kaya lang, pag hindi maintindihan, ang ginagawa po is ini-interpret siya. Alright? In fact,
Hindi kasi
ibang
lawyer
mga bansa,
Bendalo
pag
kasi yung
mag-testify,
nalalaman
let's say, Japanese, kailangan mo lang ng interpreter. Now, in this particular sense, wala pong court interpreter ang Senate, and they said that, sige, meron po kaming mga senator judges dito not may interpret. But sabi naman ni Escudero is that, meron namang naiintindihan na maliit-liit, no? Pero paano po ba talaga nag-start, no? Talaga bang hindi nakakaintindi si Ma'am Gina Acosta? Panoorin po natin muna ito.
Ayan. Para maintindihan nating lahat.
Qualifier. You may proceed when you're ready.
Madam Witness, mayong buntag.
Mayong buntag, Sap.
Ma'am,
If you'll notice, Attorney Libutan started by saying, maayong buntag. Meaning to say, good morning. So siya po ang nag-break at nagtanong ng Bisaya.
Correct.
Now, ang ginawa po ng witness, sumagot din ng Bisaya.
Bisaya.
Your Honor, pwede ba magpaduol gamay sa atong mikropono? Can you draw closer to the microphone?
Di ba?
Okay.
Now, when she said na pwede bang magpaduol sa microphone and can you come nearer to the microphone, sabi niya, okay. She understood English, she understood the Visayan, and she answered also in Visayan because
Correct.
that's how Attorney Libutan started the conversation.
Yes.
Salamat po.
How are you, Madam Witness?
Okay, Jutay.
Okay.
So if you'll notice, she understood English. How are you, Ms. Witness? Okay, Jutay. Now, why did she say Jutay, which is content? Kasi the person asking her is a Visayan. si Attorney Ligutan from Cebu.
Ah.
So she was just answering the questions propounded on her. But to show you that she really understood at hindi po siya nang loloko, let's hear and watch these other statements.
Jutay, ibig sabihin, I'm a bit fine. Madam Witness, natin tubig, we have water.
The problem with Attorney Ligutan is that siya po ang nagsasalita ng Bisaya at in-interpret kaagad niya. So 2 questions. He shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have done that
Dapat
because
isa lang.
pwede naman siya mag-English lang because naiintindihan ng witness. Now, whose fault is that? Pinigilan ba siya ng impeachment court? Hey, you only speak one language because naiintindihan naman. Hindi, no? So, yan, tingnan niyo po. Twice po niya sinabi yun. Bisaya tapos English.
Excuse me, sir.
Opo.
Sir, pwede didilibog na
Okay,
tubig?
Your Honor,
So, ibig sabihin po, sinagot din siya ng Bisaya. Pwede bang hindi malamig daw na tubig? Very dilibog daw, no? In Bisaya, pwede ba, in Tagalog, pwede ba hindi malamig? And now, he again interpreted.
ng witness, sabi po ng witness, pwede bang hindi po malamig yung tubig?
So, you'll notice is that, whose fault is that? The questions propounded by Attorney Ligutan, and then when the witness answered in Bisaya, because he also asked in Bisaya, and now, he interpreted the statements of Ma'am Gina Acosta. Wala mang nagsabi sa kanya na interpret mo. So, whose fault is that, no? Because if he only asked questions in Tagalog or in English, sasagutin siya ng Tagalog. May konting English din. Alright? In fact, if you'll notice, nang nagsalita po si presiding judge, ito po ang sinabi. At Tagalog po ang salita po ni presiding judge. At sumagot din ng Tagalog ang witness. Tingnan niyo po.
Osaa is directed to kindly give her... Ma'am Gina, you prefer warm water? Hindi naman daw po malamig yan, pero baka dahil sa aircon na lang lumamig.
Ano lang po, sir, yung kung merong maligam-gam.
Maligam-gam na lang po. Bakit?
You see, when she was asked the question in Tagalog,
Tagalog.
she answered in Tagalog.
Correct.
So, did she pretend that she doesn't speak or understand Tagalog? Did she pretend that she does
Sablay
not
si
understand
Tulfo.
English? She did not. So, that statement of Erwin Tulfo was uncalled for.
Correct.
Yung pag biglang high blood niya doon, akala mo kung inano na siya,
Overacting.
galit na galit pa.
Overacting
Halos-
si Tulfo.
Halos parang ano na niya yung transcript. Walang relevant with natatameme. Lahat, pati nga si Chis Escudero, hindi nga siya pinatulan, hindi siya pinansin ang kanya motion because he was out of order.
Correct.
He was out of order. Tingnan nyo ha.
Hindi ka na lang po
Better
na
po.
maligam-gam.
Salamat po.
You're welcome, ma'am. You may proceed, Attorney Ligutan.
Salamat, ma'am. Why are you here today if you know?
Na ako diri tungod sa akong sabuena.
Okay.
Nag
Si Banjin, tinanong siya ng English, sumagot siya ng Bisaya. So, ibig sabihin, she understands English. She understood the question. And she just answered in Bisaya. Is that prohibited under the rules of court? No. The rule is that if the judge would not understand, it will be required to be interpreted. Or if it is plainly that it should be placed in transcript na dapat Tagalog, there must be a court interpreter to do that. Okay, and I think the defense counsel, Attorney Bakel, thought that there must be need for a court interpreter. Kaya later on, nag-request siya ng court interpreter. Kasi yun ang nakasanayan namin sa court. And ang problema, ang Senate Impeachment Court, walang court interpreter. Na-assign talaga to interpret. No? But the issue is this, pwede namang hindi. Di ba? Pwede naman siya magsalita ng Tagalog. Kung sinabing, can you speak Tagalog and try to answer in Tagalog, haluan niya ng Bisaya, which she requested. Tingnan niyo po.
patawag ko diri sa Senado pizza August.
With your permission, Attorney Ligutan, kung papahintulutan niyo po, Ms. Gina, pwede po gamitin po ninyo para mas maunawaan ng mas nakararami, Ingles o Filipino sa pagsagot?
Your Honor, pwede po haluan ng Bisaya, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin, haluan ng Bisaya. Hindi niya sinabi po, pure Bisaya. Ibig sabihin, is it possible that she could speak in English or testify in English, testify in Tagalog na may halong Bisaya or Visayan dialect? Yun lang ang request niya. Was it denied? Was it denied? Tingnan niyo po ang sagot.
Sige po, basta ma-translate ni Attorney Ligutan with the...
Sige po, basta ma-translate. It was allowed. Anong problema ni Senator Erwin Tulfo dito?
Wala
Is he
pa,
grandstanding
overacting.
again
Ah,
to show that
grandstanding.
may point siya na hindi naintindihan ng lahat. Wala naman nagreklamo. Siya nga, alam niya ang magsalita ng Bisaya, mga Tulfo eh.
Correct.
Nakaintindihan pala sila ng Bisaya.
Overacting lang siya.
So, ang hindi ko maintindihan, para namang masyadong unfair and uncalled for yung kanyang statement against Ma'am Gina Acosta. Patuloy po natin.
Without any objection from the respondent, yung ibang mga kataga o salita
Your Honor.
na gagamitin ninyo?
Your Honor,
Yes.
may we request an interpreter from this honorable court if this honorable court would allow?
You see, that is the basic thing that we would request as lawyers in ordinary litigations in our regular courts. Where is the interpreter? Kung pwedeng mag-interpret lang ng konti. Okay? Kasi, and it was expected na sana ang impeachment court, sige, meron kaming interpreter dito, supposing na kailangan mag-translate.
So that
Forward natin,
the defense would be able
Kung
to
ano bang
easily understand
konklusyon ni Attorney Bato dito?
the statements.
It only shows that Gina Acosta spoke in Tagalog. Ginamit ni Erwin Tulfo. Pinagloloko tayo dito. Ano pinagloloko dito? There is none. Then maglabas lang sa bibig niya na gano'n na pinagloloko tayo dito. That's wrong. And coming from a senator judge, no, we make that kind of statement only shows your stand already.
Correct.
You have become
Halata si Tulfo
a person
na bias na siya dito.
that we would not want the witness to testify.
So, ayan hindi ko natatapusin Pero, alam nyo ang punto ni Attorney Bato. The point niya is, overacting itong si Erwin Tulfo, halata na bias na siya. Okay? Hindi niya fail yung witness. Insecure. Ewan ko lang kay Erwin Tulfo. Basta sablay si Tulfo. Yun lang ang point niya. Okay, ito naman. Si Attorney Congressman Jing Paras. Attorney naman si Jing Paras Sumagot na siya dito sa issue na ibinabato sa kanya kay Matibag. Okay, ito po. Panoorin po natin ito. Play.
Si alias Ken ba, did he ever offered you girls?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nag-offer.
Wait, so it's correct to say na bugaw siya talaga?
Bugaw siya, dito lang sa text message
You have text?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yung sinasabi nilang dahil daw sa text, I was the one framing up, hindi po totoo yan.
Yan.
Because that was a claim of Attorney
It's the
Raymond
other way
Palad.
around.
Yan
Ganito
ang ano
nangyari.
niya.
So he went to my house.
Sorry.
Kasi naalala ko, he came to my house at sinabi ko sa kanya, pare, naalala mo ba yung sinabi mo last time? Oo, totoo yan ko. Gusto ko ngang sabihin sana sa publiko yung mga ginagawa niya. Sabi ko, are you sure? There were 2 other visitors I had naririnig siya. Tapos sabi niya, totoo yan kung in fact yung mga girls na binigay ko, I can even gather them.
Oh.
Sabi niya, I gather them at papasalitain ko. Pero sabi niya, paano yung bayad niyan? Doon ang galing.
So the motive is still money. Okay.
So, paano yung bayad niyan? Sabi ko, Lito, wag na muna natin pag-usapan yung pera. Hindi mo pa nga nalatag yung sinasabi mo. Kailangan mapakita ko yan sa mga abogado.
Correct.
That's why the lawyer has to play a role here. Because, syempre, interviewin nila yung sinasabi niyang Sabi ko, sige, kausapin mo yung
The lawyers being si Attorney Rondain and Attorney...
Yes. Si Rondain kasi, siyang tinawagan ko because he's one of my best friends. Classmate ko sa UP College of Law. That's where, kasi sometimes pag nagko-consult ako, siyang tinatawagan ko because he has a law office. So, pero at the time, hindi ko pa naisip yun kasi although I needed a lawyer, pero birth pa lang ito nung usapan namin na kakausapin niya yung mga babae na binibigay niya doon sa top official na yan if they were willing to tell their stories. So, after 1 week, napakabilis. Sabi niya, nag-gather ko na yung mga girls, ganyan-ganyan. So, hindi na ako tinitigilan, pare.
So your first meeting was July 8, diba?
Oh,
No,
Matibag,
our meeting
makinig ka,
was May
Matibag.
pa. May 12. May 17. Nag-usap kami May 12, May 17, hanggang May, June. Tawag siya ng tawag. Kasi I had a hard time setting the lawyer kasi busy He keeps on prodding me na, nandito lahat sa text message yung conversation namin. I was even in Macau, tumawag siya. Sabi ko, Lito, nasa Macau ako. Kailan balik mo ko? Ganyan. Tapos in one time, may press con ako, tawag siya. So, halos everyday tumatawag.
Pero biyudo ka na, Kong Jing?
Yes.
Biyudo ka na?
Yes.
Okay. So available na siya yung... No. I'm just asking kasi I asked a question kanina na baka nakasagasa ako ng ibang tao. Kaya I had to ask, I also remember na biyudo na nga.
So, ganito yung dyan. Sila talaga ang nagsabi. Kasi mahirap mag-create ng story against somebody, the details. The details were all coming from the girls na dinala niya doon sa meeting namin.
Ilang babae ito?
4 nung una, it took 2 months Kasi hindi available si Attorney Rondain. But may binibigay siyang lawyer. Nagkataon lang nga ito na mayroon silang inuman. Sabi niya, classmate, ito na yung pagkakataon. Nandito kami ni Attorney Minjola. Dalhin mo dito yung...
Si Orly Minjola.
Kasi kung may plano pa, hindi, kung mayroon pa kaming motive, Dapat noon pa, bilis-bilis.
Oo nga.
Pero it took time because walang time si Attorney Rondain to give me a lawyer.
Ang sabi kasi ni Manong Jing kanina, gustong magkwento sila Ken at yung mga babae in exchange for money.
Yes.
And how much money was involved here?
Well, ang una niyang
Wala ka namang commission doon, ha?
Ang una niyang sinabi, sabi niya, kailangan namin pera dyan, Kong, kasi baka mamaya, pag nag-execute na kami ng affidavit, baka mataas na tao ito, baka tambangan kami, kung ano-ano. Kung magtago kami, kailangan namin ng mga pera. Sabi ko, Lito, let's not talk about money. Tapos naisip niya,
So what were you talking about? National interest?
well, I was talking about national interest because here comes a top official. Mayroon pala siyang tinatagong allegedly, kasi hindi pa naman namin na-quiz yung thoroughly yung mga babae dahil ini-interview pa sila.
Question lang. Assuming magkwento sila, what is the plan? To personally entrap the high official? Or
No.
magkikwento lang sila, i-affidavit?
Pakulo ni Matibag lang na.
Matibag?
Melvin, NBI director.
Ni Matibag.
Pakulo lang niya yung honey trap. Alam, can you imagine, ikaw, top official kayo. Tapos,
Kami pati
kukuha kami
lulubog.
ng babae, tapos ipapain namin sa inyo. Would you think that is a feasible, It's so,
Pero Kong Jing,
absurd,
did alias Ken ever mention to you that top official is a customer of his customer?
Yes,
He did?
he did.
So there are, and you kept on mentioning...
Kaya nga binibida niya sa akin na ang gaganda nitong mga babae, mag-invest ka dito sa movie kasi ito nga inaalok ko sa mga officials.
So, there was a recorded meeting where Orly and Rondain were together with you and the others.
Yes.
You do not deny that photo?
We will not deny that video.
Okay.
Pero yung pinakita nila, that was the second day na. Wala na yung
Second
mga babae.
meeting.
No? Second meeting.
Ah.
Hindi ko alam kung they have a video of the first, no?
Right.
Where they were 4 girls. Makikita mo doon, walang papel, nothing. It was just a conversation between Attorney Mindiola, nandiyan kami, present ako, present si Attorney Rondain. They were talking about their experience. Sinasabi, ano bang nangyari, mga ganito. So, nagkwento sila. Nire-record ni Attorney Mindiola. Then later on, i-summarize it into a piece of paper. Mayroong mga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapos binigyan niya akong kopya.
By the way, full disclosure, si Orly Mendiola is kasama kong pumasok sa Kisumbing Torres and Evangelista.
Okay.
So he's a very good lawyer.
So, pare, I don't think these big-time lawyers, they have reached at certain stage, tagal na, would be doing a frame up for somebody. Ano mo ilalagay yung mga details doon?
The interesting question came in. You're the one who was mentioning the name of Congressman Leandro Libis, according to Attorney Palad.
I never mentioned. It was this guy. Kasi,
That guy being?
Itong si
alias
Lito.
Ken.
Si Lito, alias
Okay.
Ken.
Okay.
Nung umpisa pa lang, nung sinabi ko, wag muna natin pag-usapan yung pera, ang bilis ng isip niya. Sabi niya, hindi ba magkalaban si Recto at saka magkalaban
Leandro.
si Recto at saka si Libiste? Kung, kaibigan mo yata yan, bakit hindi mo tanungin kung siya na ang mag-finance nito? It was his idea. Kasi sabi niya, napakayaman yan eh. Kayang-kaya niyang...
6 million daw yung hinihingi sa inyo?
6 million. Tapos,
Napapasukli ka daw ng 500,000?
yung offer niya ako, sabi niya, mayroon kang komisyon yan kung pagka nakausap mo si Libiste. Sabi ko, parang hindi ko kilala yan. Nakakasama ko sa mga pero I have no access to him. Sabi ko sa kanya. But he keeps on, sabi niya, subukan mo kung, subukan mo. So, in all our conversation, like sabi ko, nag-alibay na lang ako dahil hindi niya ako tinitingnan. Sabi ko, hindi ko pa nakakausap si Kong eh. Tapos sabi ko, busy yun eh, maraming trabaho yun eh, sabi ko.
Question lang, from the lawyer kasi, parang nagsumbong si Ken, alias Ken, sa isang kakilala ng high official. Tapos doon na nag-umpisa yung plano na huliin sila. Is that true?
Actually, nakakuha ko ng somebody, a good friend of mine siguro, somewhere. He sent me a conversation between a certain Ambet Nabus and alias Ken or Lito.
Okay.
Sorry, what's the relevance of this? Who's Ambet Nabus?
Ito yung
Sports
nag-set up
writer?
sa kanila. Ito yung parang kaibigan ng mga Recto family, lalo na kay Vilma. Tinawagan 26 yung huling meeting namin. Nung 27 ng umaga, base dito sa document na nakuha ko, there was a conversation between Ambit Nabus and alias Ken.
Okay.
Sinasabi na may darating na mga Hapon, contact this certain Chantal, Munsor alias Chantal, siya mag-arrange. At the next day, darating yung mga Hapon sa gabi, dadalhin yung mga babae sa isang flash hotel in Ermita. So, nag-gather si Ken ng naniwala siya doon sa kwento, nagdala siya ng mga babae. Pagdating doon, hindi naman pala Hapon, NBI na. So, ang thinking ko, this is my personal view, mayroon nang nakatunog na si top official, no? At nakipagsabwatan na sa NBI, Para
There was no conflict on your statement because according to Raymond Palad, si alias Ken approached someone,
Yeah.
a friend of the top official, and then sorry, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
informed the top official that there is a operation against him.
Yeah.
So and then doon na nakapasok siguro.
Tapos,
Yeah.
nung that happened in the 28th, nung 30 ng umaga, he called me.
Anong buwan ito?
July.
July.
July
Oh.
30, he called me.
Recently lang to.
Contrary to what Matibag and Dispalad is saying, na ako daw tumawag. I have not called him. He called me at sinabi niya, kung 6:52 in the morning, he called me, kung sinet up nila ako, binibigyan ako ng abogado, ayaw ko ng abogado. Ha? Kunan mo ako ng abogado.
This is alias Ken.
Alias Ken,
Okay.
Ha? That's our conversation.
This happened on the day he was after the day he was apprehended.
So 28, this was 30 in the morning.
Okay.
July 30. Sabi niya, yung daughter ko tatawag sa'yo, mag-coordinate, pabigyan mo ko ng abogado. So I called up some friends. May abogado kaming pinapapunta doon.
Okay.
Nakausap sila
Pero
ng
Kong
abogado.
Jing, just to be clear lang,
Yes, yes.
all that you're saying, whether it's a call, whether it's a text, those are all preserved. According to Attorney Pala, these texts or calls were all preserved in the cell phone of
Yeah, I
alias
don't
Ken.
care,
So are you willing to present yours or have you presented to NBI or...
No, I have not presented, but I have, it's all ano.
So
Kasi
are you-
baka mamaya, patayin din nila. So, pinotograph ko.
According to them also, you have been deleting messages, but they have preserved it because you're not using apparently yung deleted
Whether
forever.
they say it's deleted or not. If they have that, then they present that.
Yes.
I'm not afraid.
Because what they're saying
on the
also-
contrary,
Oo nga.
ako ang magpipresent ng mga messages namin.
Which shows
Which shows that he was prodding me and prodding me. In fact,
Si alias Ken.
Si alias Ken. Halos every week. He was so excited to proceed with this. Nandun lahat sa
Yan.
messages namin. So, pagdating ng time, on July 8, nakausap ko si
Ito na nga mga kabalita. Ano na ang masasabi nyo patungkol sa balitang ito? Please comment down below mga kabalita. Pag-usapan natin yan sa comment section. At kung di ka pa nakasubscribe sa ating channel, baka naman